Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Hempar, and today I am just doing another update for the week. This is Liam's Leapings number 22 for the update of the 17th of December 2022. So we are approaching the end of the year, and my reading has been good. It's not as productive as last week's. I only actually read one short story. I read very little digitally. A lot of the short stories I read on my phone, and I didn't read any on my phone this week. Really, I read a little bit of one book on my phone, which I'll mention in a second. First, I want to mention the books I finished. I forgot to get this one out, but it's right here. So I finished The Citadel of Forgotten Myths by Michael Moorcock. The review for that came up today when I'm recording this on Friday. This was great fun. It's awesome to read Elric, so long after the original publication of The Dreaming City way back in the day. So pretty cool. I did like the first two more than the third one. And the chronology of it is like really messed up since it takes place in between two stories from the Bane of the Black Sword. Though the blurb in the advertising says it takes place in between like The Way of the White Wolf and The Vanishing Tower. And so it's just weird. But anyways, you can go watch my review for that if you want. And then the two other books I finished are actually two in a series. So I finished Rising Tide by Mel Odom, and then Under Fallen Stars by Mel Odom. So these are the first two books in the Threat from the Sea trilogy, which are Forgotten Realms books. I have a little thing going with another booktuber who does Forgotten Realms content. That is Roger from Rogers Reads. And we suggested some Forgotten Realms stuff to read. The first one I read was Sandral Saga, so now I'm getting to this one. I'll probably read the third book in this trilogy next week, if I were to guess. But it's actually quite fun. I quite enjoyed these sea adventures on the Sea of Swords, as well as the Sea of Fallen Stars. Swords books I'm currently reading. I read 4 books that I have not finished yet this week. So I am, 120 pages or so into Spine of the World, which is the next Driss novel I need to read. I finished the last Driss novel in like late November of last year, so it's been a minute. This one is about Wolfgar. It's okay so far. It's about what I expect from Salvatore. I hear a lot of people really don't like this novel because there's like no Driss in it, so it's not bad. And then I've also been reading Scalagrim in the Vales of Pargarna, rather. This is again a digital copy. I read very little of it because I didn't read like anything on my phone this week. I didn't read any short stories on my phone either, so I am enjoying it though. It's pretty cool. It's like an interesting. It's a good sword and sorcery. I like it. So it plays off the amnesia trope too, which I don't remember if I've seen in sword and sorcery before. So it's pretty cool. And then I continued reading Memories of Ice by Stephen Erickson. I didn't read as much this week as I did last week. I am approaching the halfway point. Let's see. I'm not quite halfway. So, but it's pretty entertaining. I'm liking it a lot. I'm trying to read at least a chapter a day, but that's not really working out since, I'm getting up at ridiculous hours and then after going to bed later than I should be because I put my kids to bed. So, yeah, anyways, it's really good though. I'm really liking it. And then I read one short story real quick, I guess just because I have it here. I read The Last Line by Jonathan Olfert, in Old Moon issue 2 here. I wanted to read all 4 of the stories in here. It didn't happen. I really, like I said, I read like no short stories, and then Whetstone issue 6 came out today as of recording this as well, and I didn't read any of those either. One other novel I'm reading I don't have a physical copy of. It was free with Audible membership, and that is Between Two Fires by Christopher Buhlman, I think? Buhlman? I don't really know. I think that's his name. He wrote The Black-Tongued Thief, I think, which I haven't read, but this is like a cool, like, historical fantasy horror novel. It's very gray and grim. Set in like high medieval France during the Black Death, essentially. or well, a plague at least. So yeah, it's pretty grim. I like it though. I dig it. It's pretty awesome in a lot of respects. So I really like the vibes of it, honestly. So maybe I should have read it in October, but no, it's really good. I'm not quite done with it yet, but I'm like 3/4 the way there, maybe. And then as far as books I got this week, I got the Conan Blood of the Serpents, the new Conan pastiche by Titan, who did like no promotion for this book. This came out Tuesday. I was actually hoping to have my review for this up on Tuesday, but since I go to bed like essentially right after putting my girls to bed, rather than recording, which you know what I normally do, or would like to do, then, well, I haven't. So the review for this will hopefully go up on Monday. I have no video recorded for Monday as of right now, so hopefully I can get some reviews recorded this weekend. I have over 30 to record, so I'm very far behind on my reviews. This is a recent book, so that's why it's jumping ahead of a bunch of other books I already read earlier this year. So, and then as far as writing goes, I have had no motivation to write. I tried really hard. I mean, I did write a little bit, but it's probably amounted to like a few paragraphs. I got 4 rejections this week, again, just like last week. So, and it is what it is. I know I'll write more. I'm just trying to get the motivation to write. I did do some brainstorming with T about potentially doing a story together, which has been very interesting. Yeah, we'll see how that goes because I've never co-written anything with anybody. So it's fun so far though. But yeah, so it's interesting how motivation works because like it's just like it it really hurts getting rejection sometimes. Other times it's really motivating. It's kind of funny how it works. And other times I think a lot of what I think I was really productive. I finished 6 stories in November. And now it's more than halfway through December and I haven't finished any. And I have a few stories I've started, right? And I know what I want the story to be, and I just can't get the words out because I just don't care to right now, I guess. So it's funny just how like that motivation works because like it's like if I had just gotten like an acceptance, I think that would probably be a little bit more motivating right now. Because I remember when I got my one acceptance really, earlier this year, like as soon as I got that acceptance, I went and wrote another story basically because it just like it hyped me up basically, yeah, I don't know, or we'll get there. I think I will get more, of course, but I won't get more if I don't keep on writing. But a lot of these stories I have rejected, I need to go and submit other places because I haven't resubmitted them because I just don't care to right now. So, again, eventually I might just self-publish them if people really don't like them. I mean, again, and in some ways I'm still pretty new at this writing thing, so maybe I'll find a different style. But sometimes I read someone's story and I was like, wow, that's really good. I wish I wrote like that, or like I was that good. And then I'm like, I don't really care at the same time though, because like I kind of write what I want to, you know, and the style is not always the same. I don't know. I think that'd be easier to tell if someone actually said that about who's read my stuff. So maybe, I don't know. I hope it's not the same. I don't want it to all be the same. So, but you know, whatever. This is just the author talking here, an author who has no readers. But anyways, yeah. So hopefully we'll get more success on that front. Not to be depressing. Work has been brutal, which is typical, but you know, I've got some relaxation and some time to play like EverQuest 2 and Halo this week. So, and reading, of course, it's very nice. I like reading. What have you been reading this week? What's up with you, everyone? So, yeah. Liam from Liam's Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.